all of a sudden you're doing a bunch of work, and one day, they come in and we want you to audition for Death Note, and hear about it. And how did each of your auditions happen, and then how did you end up picking your characters?
Well, I'll start, I guess. Okay, I kind of knew a little bit about Death Note. When I got called for the audition, I'm like, oh, this is a cool story, I want to work on this, right? And then I did a little bit of research, and then I realized I have to get on this series. Very important. If there's any series that I have to get on, this is it. So yeah, I auditioned for Light. I might have auditioned for a couple other characters, but that was the one that I wanted. And it was actually one of the most incredible auditions that I've had for an anime show. Just the actual audition side, the script that we had to read was, probably about 2 pages. And I don't think I've ever auditioned for another show where it really covered the gambit of emotion in one character. So I mean, they had me, very innocent in the beginning, and by the end of the 2nd page, crazy maniacal laughter and whatnot, right? So I mean, like, even the audition for the show was fun, and getting cast was amazing, and then getting to work on the show, phenomenal. Then getting to work on movies, pretty good, and then getting to come here and see how big the show actually is. I'm gonna swear, I can't say that. Yeah, pretty cool. Death Note, baby! Death, yeah, woo! For myself, it's pretty interesting. For a lot of these shows, sometimes when we audition for them, we're not aware of how big a fan base they have before we find out about them. Some shows we're a little bit aware of. This one I wasn't at all. Aiden played a couple of small parts. He didn't even have to audition. They just call him in because they know he does great work and has done a bunch of stuff, so they just bring him in. They needed a young Mikami, and they needed a kid in the Death Note 2 movie. So he's lucky enough to not even have to audition. But when they called me in, they sent us the sides, and they sent us a number of characters, and I don't even remember who they sent me. They did not send me Ryuk as one of the characters, so I didn't even know this guy was in the show. And Aiden's really into anime, so we're aware of quite a few anime shows, but he was only 11, I think, at the time that this show came out, so that's not usually the manga that's going to be in our house for an 11-year-old, is Death Note, nor being that aware of the series. So I wasn't aware of it at all. I just saw a bunch of characters. It's another anime show coming to town, so I showed up, and as I showed up at the studio to do the audition, I was walking up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs, they put all the pictures up of the characters you're auditioning for, and that everyone else is auditioning for. And I saw this whacked out, crazed looking guy with bug out eyes and razor sharp teeth and this creepy smile. And as soon as I saw it, I went, man, that's a cool character. How come they didn't call me to audition for that one? Because I love playing bad guys. And so I hadn't even rehearsed for it, had no thought of what I would do for it. But I went into the audition with the characters that I had prepared. And then when I was in the audition, I asked the director, I said, there was this creepy looking guy out there, I can't remember what his name was, but the ugly looking death god guy. Can I read for that guy? And they said, well, we want to do something that's not exactly like the Japanese actor's role, but with some similarities. So we'll play you what the Japanese performer did, and then if you want to just sort of put your own spin on it and do your own thing, because we don't want to try and copy directly what they do. And I was like, okay, so I had to listen. And then the first thing, I think, with the opening sequence that they played me was this laugh that he did. And I thought, man, I think I can do that. And I just, for a couple seconds, played and did sort of a... and they were like, yeah, like that. And then I just picked sort of a deeper voice that I hadn't used that often, and tried to find some similarities, and read my other roles as well. And then the call came in that they picked me for the part they hadn't even called me in for, and I got the role of Ryuk, and it's been fun. The world's a better place for it.
Yeah. And you? Not lucky.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have to do anything.
Bring us
say, we need a young boy role. There's not too many parts for children in this series, but whenever they need one, Aiden's lucky enough to be one of the ones that gets a call. Most times for kids in anime, you guys probably know, it's women that play the parts, specifically because as a kid in the anime side of things, you have to be at a certain reading level, that you have to be able to read quick enough that it doesn't sound like you're reading it when it's coming off the page, and you have to be able to watch the screen and match the lip flaps and take direction from a director. So there's not that many kids that are usually under the age of 10 that can handle it. And Aiden, I think, got started doing anime when he was probably about 11, so that's why they'll call him up now and go, yeah, we know he can do it. He knows what the beeps are about and what the lip flaps are about, so just get him in here. We need a kid. If Kathy Westlock's not available.
Exactly. It's kind of funny, one show in particular, Gundam Wing, in Japan, my character was voiced by a woman. Then they bring it over here and they're like, okay, there's a woman in Japan, let's get Brad Swaile. It's like,